This is Francesca.
And this is Katja.
Let's Diwaniya!
So, welcome to Finland. Tervetuloa Suomeen. To you as well.
Thank you, Katja. So I'm here in Finland. I'm here since few weeks already. And I'm very happy to be here and to have our Diwaniya, like a northern Diwaniya.
Yeah, Nordic style.
Yes, Nordic style. So, of course, if you can see like a different setting, like we try to be as cozy as our original setting.
Yeah, right.
Like the Kuwaiti one.
Yeah.
And here we are in Helsinki, to be precise.
The capital of Finland.
Exactly.
So today we're going to explore a little bit about Finland. I have just moved back about 6-7 weeks ago, and since you've been here just having a holiday, let's talk a little bit our experiences. What is different maybe compared to the other countries we have been, and especially compared to Kuwait, since we both are coming from that country. And
here we have like a reverse cultural shock, maybe.
Totally.
And like the point of view from a newcomer, actually, because it's the first time that I'm visiting this country. So it will be very interesting to explore our emotions and our feelings after Kuwait.
So today we are starting our like a saga of Finland, and we will be using our different senses as a way to explore the culture and the physical and emotional and social environment of Finland or Finnish culture.
Exactly.
And let's start with the sight and the seeing part, because it's the first thing for many people to see different things.
Yes. Yes. So like what can I say from my side about Finland? Like definitely, like it's a very green country. Well, let's talk about like the city, of course. Like I've been visiting Helsinki and Tampere, and also like in between, like during like the train ride.
Exactly.
And what I can see is this green, so lush, so like you have literally forests inside the city. Yeah. And this is so unique. Like it's the first time that I see this type of setting, you know, and literally, like it's not like the typical park that you have like in any city, like I don't know, the dog area or like the kids little playground,
or like pavements for walking and running and like really organized. And
like really man-made, you know, like you see that it's not like the nature. Here, of course, you see like that people really take care of it, like the municipality like cleans everything. Like there are people even like planting special flowers and some other things, but you can see the forest, like the wild one, and you can literally hike in the city. Like you don't have to go to the mountain or like for the weekend out to have a hike or to have a picnic, let's say. And connecting to the picnic, by the way, this is something also that really impressed me. The fact that people, they simply prep something at home and they head to the park when, like, especially during summer, that like is the best time of the year for this country, with the temperature, no rain and all that. And they have a simple picnic with their friends, or even like what surprised me is like seeing people with their cup of coffee or tea going to the park, because this is a scene that you won't see anywhere else, I think, at least for where I've been in my life, because usually you have like, you see that this image of people being around, walking around in the park or anywhere else with the takeaway coffee, right, with the paper cup and not like their own cup from their kitchen.
Imagine we are like so bird nest here. Living in a bird nest.
But it's nice.
It is.
It makes you feel that this, like, you don't need to kind of like show off like your Starbucks cup or Arabica cup and like the brand.
It is.
And it's not, and this is not only for the eating and drinking part of the picnic. I see this also for the people, like their style in the street, walking around. I see like all people, like how they express their true self through fashion,
clothing.
Through clothing. A lot of colors, not only on clothing but also hair or tattoos, and so common to see people. And the nice part is that it's not only like the youngest generation doing that. You see people like young adults. I don't know if we are considered young adults yet.
I want to say
let's say this. And but also like even older people, like you may find like 50 or 60 years old with piercing and dyed hair. This is amazing. You can breathe freedom on style and on
you can see
personal choices, personalities, and you can shout who you are. So Katja, what is your feeling being back in this like green space and see such a variety of styles and people that definitely being 1 year in a desert and like pretty like pale colors, and that even has its beauty, but it's quite like a shock, right?
It's if we have a line, it's the opposite side, like with the greenery. When I first arrived back in Finland, I was so shocked because my train trip from Helsinki to my home area is like 5 to 6 hours. So I was just watching through the train's windows, like, what is this amount of greenery here? Like, I have never felt like that, like this is my home country, but I feel like I've never seen this beauty before. I was so surprised to see it, like how much it touched me. And I felt like my heart is like, literally my chest area cannot hold this emotion, like being home, and also like feeling surprised, like, at the same time, this doesn't feel home now, since I have seen such a big difference with the environment where I lived in. So I was super curious to see how my transition back home goes, and it has been a shock, like shock after shock after shock. And even though I was mentally prepared for it, I'm like, okay, emotionally, you cannot like rationalize your emotional reactions. So it really started with the greenery. I was like, whoa, like too much. It's too much of greenery, to be honest, at the beginning. But now I'm starting to feel like, okay, it's fine. I
comfortable.
Love it. Yeah, comfortable again.
Do you feel like you see your own country with new eyes?
Yes, definitely. There is a lot of topics, but I feel this part of wanting to go outside and really stepping into even a small parks what we have in the city areas. It's like, wow, this too is greenery, and it's reminding us that we have the forest and the municipalities are taking care of, that people have the ability to go out and enjoy the nature.
Exactly. May I add something regarding this? Like I was telling you the first days I was here, that nature, it's kind of like calling me, like saying, come to the park. Like you see this green, you see the blue of the sky, and like this contrast of colors, and it's just so inviting.
It is.
So like I'm in a tiny apartment here that I rented, and of course like this is part of it, but simply seeing like so much like parks and green, I just want to be outside all day long, and just saying like, even like for my cup of coffee, let's drink it outside. Also like the sounds of the birds, and the fact that it's quite quiet. So you can really hear like the leaves and the birds and that, and like of course being in a country that is quite hostile when you live it through the summer, and summer is a big part of it, Kuwait. You literally cannot go out. Like this month, Kuwait City reached like 50 degrees again, and like breaking heat records and all that. So of course it's beautiful to have AC at home, and here you don't have. You guys will change this, I'm sure. But yeah, beside that, nature is a big part, and it reminds you also like the connection that we truly have.
And the need to be connected with the nature. Like, I now understand why I started to feel a little like out of place in Kuwait, because the nature is built there. Like, trees are being built, they are not originally like growing at least that amount of they have there. So I'm noticing the difference in that sense.
So Katja, and what is like your shock, if you had one, regarding like the style of the people, like the clothing style?
I think my first impression, I was visiting Finland like few months already before. It was a wintry time. It started back then because I remembered like in Finland people are not dressed up in a way that people do in Kuwait.
Yes.
And the biggest reason is that we use public transportation. We need to walk outside, or we are bicycling. So our clothing has to reflect on that kind of a movement. We cannot wear high heels or like tight dresses or like fancy dresses if we are like bicycling here and there. You need to have like sport clothes so you are like comfortably able to move. So I remembered like, this feels a little bit like a shaggy, how to say it, like the clothing is not like...
I think like it's correct.
Yeah, you understand the word. Like, I wasn't sure if I understood. But that was like something, it started already like a few months ago. And now that it's the summertime, I remember like how much to me it means that I can decide my clothes based on my style, and not to think like what is like appropriate length of my shirts or skirts or t-shirts or tops. And I felt like, since this is my home country, I have been raised here and I have lived basically my whole life here, I remembered like, okay, this is the safe spots where I have always wore whatever clothes I want. And when you are traveling or living abroad, you need to first be a little bit more cautious, and like, at least I know this, like I wanted to be respectful, and maybe I even went to the extreme level of respectfulness in a way that I didn't want to provoke anything through my clothing, especially in those areas that locals lives and they are not targeted for the like tourists, like white tourists.
I completely agree. I would say the same. Like, I sometimes myself like think about where I'm gonna spend my day in Kuwait, and based on the environment and people that I'm gonna see or meet, like I will choose my dress code. Of course, like depending on the occasion or the area where I would hang out in Kuwait, as the example of the Mubarakia market. Of course, like I wouldn't wear like something like to show off my body, or nor even like a specific color. People there are not really used to see like tourists, and then like with all like the modesty part of the for females and all that, of course like you would get the attention. Nothing's gonna happen to you. It's just like if you can bear like the look and like the curiosity that is going to come up and seeing you, especially seeing you like as a foreigner, and like and all that it comes.
So how do you feel compared to Finland now that you have been here a few weeks? Like, is there different looks? Do you feel like people are looking at you, or do you feel like you are part of just the people around you?
A nice question. Well, that's fun because I do not feel part of this type of style, and like the majority of people having like tattoos, piercing, and having like a very punk or rock style. Right. Yes, like I definitely, I don't recognize myself with that type of style.
Also, it varies with the cities, and like there is Espoo, which is near Helsinki. I think you would fit in that kind of part.
I have to say, even in Helsinki, depending on the district,
right.
like you can see that. But mostly, like I see that people are chill.
Yeah.
Like this is something that I really like. Definitely, you can see that through clothing, through cars, through objects in general that people own. They don't buy these things for the sake of showing off. And
the car is a big thing.
The car is a big thing. Like
in Kuwait, I mean,
but even in Italy, trust me.
Really?
Like, people feel like that a bag or like the car or certain accessories are like meant to show like your wealth, like in a sort of way. Or... Yes. Like, especially people who love to have like the big brand's name on it. Of course, I appreciate like well-made and made in Italy things and all that, but there is a slightly difference of buying I don't know, like a Chanel bag for the sake of showing that I spent like thousands of euros on that purse, and getting like an artisanal handmade bag like from whoever normal artisan without any big logo, big brand with it. You know what I mean? And I feel that Finland is so like that. Like people, huge market for secondhand, like clothing, furnitures, and all
true.
That.
It's a big ideology that we want to reuse things, not just like wear it once and throw it away.
That's so nice.
What I've once heard in Kuwait, somebody told me, like, I can wear this shirt like 2 or 3 times, then it's like done. And I was listening like...
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, why?
What I'm hearing.
What is the connection, right, on like an object and yourself?
Yeah.
Like here, I feel like that people really consider a car as a mean of transportation. So like the car has to take me from point A to point B. A shirt has to cover myself. A coat has to keep me warm. That's it. Like that's like the practicality of it. I feel it's very non-conformist as a country. Like, and this is beautiful. From my eyes, from my point of view, is beautiful.
Okay.
Unless, and this is the side part.
Exactly.
Marimekko bags. Oh, guys, this is the only thing that really people sold you. Like, so, I say, like, you're against capitalism, but Marimekko won, guys. Like, people love that. And this is not nice to see that everybody wants to show Marimekko bag.
So whoever comes to Finland, I now invite everybody to have a game of, like, guessing how many Marimekko bags, the fabric bags you will see during the day out, and then have a game, because it will surprise when you start to point it like, oh, this too.
Having prizes for like the hundreds of Marimekko bags that you can see during like why is that? Why Marimekko made it? Because you don't care about anything else, but Marimekko bag, the cotton one is the one. Why?
That's a good question. It is a status. Like, I still carry something that's like a globally known brand. I don't know. I don't own a Marimekko bag.
But it's nationalist, right? Like it's saying,
also like,
it's like Finnish crowd, right?
Yeah, it might be.
Like not bad. Even like in this apartment, the one that I rented, like I can see like that the owner got like everything from Finland, like towels, bed sheets, and all that. It's beautiful. Exactly. It's nice.
But should we also talk something that we see and we don't like? Like, let's be honest. We have talked nice things, and now it's time to...
Well, I think that why don't you start with your visual shock about something that, I mean, let's be fair, like we literally don't have in Kuwait as a dry country. Exactly. We know that is like alcohol is forbidden, the consumption of alcohol. And here it seems like that Finnish, they really quite like to drink, right?
Yeah, in that sense also we are in the opposite sides of the line, like Kuwait, where you are not allowed to put a bar into the street or have a nightclub or serve alcohol. We here in Finland, every corner or every block has a small pub at least in the big cities, and even the smallest villages have like few pubs, which is like, for me, after like living 1 year abroad, like in Kuwait as a dry country, I felt so disgusted, to be honest. I like seeing people spending time just sitting outside in those pubs and drinking beer or whatever. I was feeling so disgusted that I have never felt. Wherever I have ever returned, like something changed in my life when I was in Kuwait. I felt like, is this something we structurally, like as a society, we are wanting to support? Like we have like space for these pubs, so many. Like I understand like people need to have a businesses, and it's if you are consuming it in like a healthy way, then it's fine. But also Finland we have our history like overconsumption and like a lot of like problems with alcohol. So I felt like I'm having this wave of like emotions regarding alcohol, and that was like visually like the first impression when I went to bigger cities.
Oh yeah, that's really interesting. I also feel like, I mean, I don't think is there really a healthy way of alcohol consumption, as nowadays we know like it's very bad for your health. But the part, like from my point of view, is like bad. Seeing like people getting drunk in the street is different when you see people like sitting down in a pub and enjoying with their friends like their drink, than when you see like the people getting drunk in parks or in the middle of the street. So yeah, visually, especially in certain districts of Helsinki at least, you can see that it can be a problem. But it's true also, like I feel pretty safe. Police is everywhere. People like they behave well, and like no one will come to bother you or anything like bad like that. So this is very, very positive.
Yeah, of course. It's a safe country in general. Like low rates of criminal, but still I feel like in Kuwait I felt some sort of safetyness more than here, because I knew that in Kuwait there is such a big penalty for your crime that I felt like, okay, somebody will get either in jail or deported, so they will not mess up with me. But I don't know if that was just my like fantasy of the reality.
Well, but it seems like that it was your perception. Like it's different. So like your safety perception in Kuwait compared to like Helsinki, for example.
It is different, because I know that the Finnish laws, we have laws and regulations, but then nobody will get to the jail because they harass somebody, or like it will be a bigger process.
Another visual thing that I would like to talk about is maybe you might laugh about it, is like the public transportation. The fact that you literally see many trams, buses, subway, and this is something that and no cars. Like guys, like for the amount of people that live in the city, like you won't see so many cars. And Kuwait is the complete opposite.
Yeah, of course. We are now especially comparing our experience with Kuwait,
exactly,
where they only use private cars mainly.
Yeah, so, because that's the only way. Even though you have nice options, like the service that you kind of use,
CityLink,
CityLink,
minibus.
Yeah, and or like the bus, but it's quite different. There are like few of them, and
it's
also
not convenient.
It's not convenient.
It takes time because there is hardly only few lines, so it will take
few stops,
and hours.
Exactly. So like maybe for you need to go to a certain place, and with the bus it will take, I don't know, 40 minutes. With your private car it will take 15.
Exactly.
So like time is money. You know, it really is. So so visually it's quite impacting. Not seeing cars, not hearing honking, and sorry, that's the hearing part.
We will
but
save it.
we will say about something else about that. Yeah, I have also stories about Finland about the hearing part. So
stay tuned.
Yes,
for that part.
yes, definitely.
I also have this image in my mind from India because it's packed of small cars and mopeds, scooters or auto rickshaw, and it's packed. Like in Finland we have lanes and you are driving one direction and then the other one is driving here. We are everything is moving like this, and this scene, if we put it in India, it would be filled with hundreds of vehicles, and we have 2 cars
Yep. Yeah, not even, I think. Maybe only one going.
Yeah. So it is less. Finland is less everything.
Yeah, many bicycles as well. Like the one from the municipality. Yes. They are all gone every day. The yellow ones. In Kuwait, I would see that on the seaside. People enjoy in Kuwait going with the bicycle. I feel if they would have bicycle lanes, they would use it. Of course, during winter when time is good for that. And I think we covered most of our visual side of the feelings that we are experiencing in Finland. Is there something you would like to add?
I think this was a nice start of our episodes of Finland. I'm happy about it, and we will continue next time.
And talk about also the uncomfortable topics about Finland. I have a lot to say.
So this was just a warm-up in that
HSL. Be careful. No, be ready.
The public transportation for those who you don't know about it. So let's wrap up this one and continue next time.
See you next time.
Bye-bye, everybody. Moikka.
Terve.
That sounded like a Russian though, but
I can even make a Russian accent.
Let's mention.
Also oh, it's the battery of the light. Oh. Si è scaricata la luce da cosa.
Terve. Heippa.
Don't make me say things that I don't know, please. I'm so awkward.
So let's wrap up and we will see you again next time.
Yes. So what is the let's wrap up?
No, I meant it's already wrapped up.
Okay, that's the wrap up. Okay. Sorry.
I was okay, now say bye.
You want to try again?
Yeah.